Look, there's a lot of screwed up shit that's happening in the world. And there's a lot of screwed up shit that will always happen in the world, and it's always happened throughout human history. But there is no reason, even with all this crazy things happening in the world, even with the world getting weirder and weirder and weirder, there is no reason that you cannot create your reality. And what happens is, as things get weirder and weirder and weirder, as things seemingly get more and more and more out of people's control, what happens is they give up their ability to transform their lives, and they give away their power to the unexplainable and bizarre outside circumstances of their life. The way they grew up, the bad news that happened, the way somebody's behaving, the way governments are behaving, the way that the politics went, the way the economy went, the thing that somebody said to you. And then that thing kind of steals your soul because we give it up. And it's about damn time to realize that you are powerful. And it's about damn time to realize nothing and nobody can stop you except for yourself. It's about damn time to realize nobody can stop you financially. Not your boss, not the economy, not the government, not the way that you grew up, not your genes, not your genetics, not something somebody said to you, not the way that you think you are and your personality. It's about damn time to realize nothing can stop you. It's about damn time to realize the love of your life is out there. But if you keep settling for these less than amazing relationships, you can't bring them into your life. It's about damn time that you realize that you're worth more, that you're capable of more, and that the reason you aren't getting more isn't because the world's unfair, isn't because it's too hard. It's not because you aren't good enough. It's not because it's not meant to be. It's because you've tolerated lower standards. And we're taught in our world to tolerate lower standards. And everybody lives from these low standards, so it becomes normal. It's like having a ceiling right above your head your whole life, and you have to, instead of standing up straight, you have to crunch to fit. And that's metaphorically how we are programmed to live our whole life. So say this with me. It is about damn time. It's about damn time that you finally commit to making more money. You can do it. It's about damn time that you turn off social media, that you turn off Netflix, that you quit it, and you reinvest that time into reading more books, into studying, developing your skills and your talents. Because I'm telling you, sometimes it's freaking hard. Sometimes you don't want to do it. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. But as the Navy SEALs say, if you embrace the suck, there's good things on the other side. There is. And this isn't just a video where I'm like, hey, everything's rosy. Because it might not be. But there's gonna be pain in life no matter what. I can guarantee you that. You will face it. The question is it pain you've consciously decided, or is it pain you've been subjected to that you think you must endure? They're two different things. It's painful sometimes to wake up, for me, 4:30 in the morning and work for a couple hours. It's painful sometimes to wake up early in the morning when I'm tired and go run a bunch of miles. It's painful sometimes to be alone and have to motivate yourself. It's painful sometimes to want to just chill and not read a book because you just would rather zone out. It's painful sometimes to not swipe your credit card and instead have the self-respect to say, I can't afford that. But it's about damn time that you start respecting yourself. I'm telling you, you can do more than you think. I'm telling you. And things started really changing for me when I started hypnotizing myself. I started brainwashing myself. I finally realized I was hypnotized, and I started brainwashing myself. I always say brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. It's about damn time that you brainwash yourself. So comment down below, it's about damn time. And make that your mantra. It's about damn time. So I have a free success hypnosis. It's right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's my free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. And sometimes people will go like, whoa, does that really work? It's 1 + 1 = 2. We're all hypnotized. Once we realize that we're hypnotized to build our own ceilings, once we realize that we're hypnotized to not respect ourselves, once we realize that we're hypnotized to believe that we aren't good enough, smart enough, once we're hypnotized to avoid the things that are best for us because they're sometimes uncomfortable, we can break free of all these barriers. And then we realize nobody controls us. So many people think that if the politics change, so many people think that if they were older, if they were younger, if they could go back in time, so many people think that if they were born into a different family or they had a different personality or they looked different or if they could redo some things in their past, so many people think that if the system changes, then their life will change. So many people think that the reason their life is the way it is because things out there. But let me let you in on a little secret. I found that everything out there changes in my life when I realize I have created it, promoted it, or allowed it. If you are in debt, it is not the fault of the scamming credit card company scamming it. You have created, promoted, or allowed it, and you can't change it until you realize that. If you are constantly in a relationship that keeps falling apart one after another, and you can't find your soulmate, you have created, promoted, or allowed that because you keep settling. You keep settling because you're afraid to be alone. If you are making the same amount of money you made last year, you have created, promoted, or allowed that. You put a ceiling on your head that you thought was reality, and you've created, promoted, or allowed it. It sucks to realize sometimes that we've created, promoted, or allowed some things in our life that we don't want. But I'm telling you, it's about damn time that we wake up. It's about damn time that we realize we're better, we're smarter, we're capable of more, and we live in the best time in human history to be alive. We do. So if you're with me so far on this video, smash the like button. Give me a comment down below that says it's about damn time. If you haven't yet, be sure you get my free success hypnosis. It's right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. It's about damn time. It's a beautiful view today. And it wasn't that long ago I was staring at this shitty ass wall. There's my baby's slam dunk thing. I was staring at a shitty ass wall in an apartment that I hated, that I was stressed to even pay the rent on in Hollywood with my girlfriend, now my wife Ashley. She was in credit card debt. She was working 40+ hours a week. And I thought my life was the way it was is because the system was unfair. I thought it was because the 1%. I thought it was because the banking system. I thought it was because the political system was corrupt. And it may be all of those things. But I also gave up the power to create my life because I justified why my life was that way. One time, one of my mentors said, you know, you tell a lot of lies. And I'm like, God, I'm not lying. And he said, no, not the way you think. You rationalize. You rationalize. You're rationing. If you break the word rationalize, it is rationing lies. Rationing lies. The things feel real. It felt real that the way it is because the world's unfair, and the way it is because the way I grew up, and the way it is because I'm not good at numbers, and the way it is I'm broke because of this, and the way it is because, you know, there's no good guys left that are out there, and the right women isn't out there. It seems rational. But the question is, are you going to surmount, or are you going to succumb? There's only two ways you can live, from outcome or from process. And 99% of people live from outcome. What that means is they spend their whole life reacting to the circumstances of life and adapting themselves into a little box that their circumstances have built, that the cards that they've been dealt gave them. And they say things like, it's just the way it is. And they say things like, you don't understand. And they say things like, I don't know how. And they say things like, too good to be true. And they say things like, well, I'm not Jeff Bezos. And they say things like, if this changes, then my life will change. If they do this, then things will change. And I'm telling you, there's an easier way. Jim Rohn used to always say, what's easy to do is easy not to do. What's easy to do is easy not to. The other way to live is from process. And how you live from process is you don't do what you do to get the outcome. You do what you do because you know it's in your best interest, and you're gonna find meaning in discovering what you're really capable of and what your destiny really is. So it's process or outcome. My life, when I stared at that crappy little apartment and my neighbor in his apartment would smoke cigars and they'd come in our window and our house always smelled like cigars, it was disgusting. It sucked. I hated it. But I finally got to this point where my mentor said, you're rationing lies. You're just rationalizing why things are the way that they are. And in that process, you're giving up your ability to change them. And it's about damn time that you stop it. So I moved from outcomes, being controlled by the outcomes, fitting myself into the outcomes, and I moved to what George Bernard Shaw said is becoming unreasonable. That the reasonable person looks around for the world that they want, and if they can't find them, they adapt and they fit into it. The unreasonable person looks around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. And they find meaning in that journey. That's the process. The process is understanding that life will be difficult at times no matter what. There'll be pain no matter what. It'll be uncomfortable no matter what. But the question is, what are you trading your life away for? It is painful sometimes to go out and build your dreams and deal with the difficulties and the self-doubts. And I can tell you, it is sometimes very uncomfortable and difficult, and I don't want to make a YouTube video, or I don't want to work on my businesses, or I didn't want to write a new book, or whatever it is. Sometimes it's not always great. But it's gonna suck sometimes either way. But the question is, are you enduring suffering? Or are you embracing occasional pain? And what I mean by that is, sometimes it sucked. For instance, when I was writing all these books and all that stuff, my neck hurts, I don't really want to do it. But I was in the process of my big vision, which was to inspire millions of people, become a multimillionaire successful author. I built this vision in my head. What I want, not what life was going to give me. I wasn't going to let life give me what it wanted to give me. I was going to make it give me what I wanted. And I found meaning in that journey. I found meaning in waking up early. I found meaning in saying no to loser friends that just wanted me to go out and get drunk and party and do nothing. I found meaning in saying no to things that didn't support my goals. I found meaning in saying no to the temptation to spend my whole Friday, Saturday night watching Netflix or whatever it was. I found meaning in saying no to that, even though the pleasure was there. And then I just started training my mind. And that's why hypnosis is so important. If you want to use my hypnosis, it's right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. right there down below, but don't grab it yet. Think about it. If you understand that life is going to be difficult sometimes, if you understand that you can't avoid pain, you can't avoid it, then the question is, what are you trading your life away for? Is it uncomfortability that gives your life meaning? Is it uncomfortability on the pursuit to building your own life, living life on your own terms, creating your own freedom? Or is it uncomfortability from being afraid to be alone, so you settle in another relationship? Is it uncomfortability from staying at a job that you don't really like, that you know you're underpaid at, and you stay there forever because you're afraid to ever start your business? There's going to be fear no matter what. There's going to be pain no matter what. There's going to be uncomfortability no matter what. But what changed my life is I realized that I had a choice over what was worth the sacrifice or the investment. If you think of everything, your time and your energy, as an investment, and in investing, it's called an ROI, return on investment. And if you start to think of everything as an investment, then the question is this high ROI or low ROI? And what I started doing is I started saying no to low ROI things that often gave me pleasure. They often in the moment felt better. And I started investing into things that sometimes were more painful. Sometimes they were way harder. Sometimes they were way more uncomfortable. But looking back, it changed my life. It gave me a view like this. It gave me my dream life. It gave me financial freedom. It gave me more than any outcomes. It gave my life meaning. I started embracing things sucking sometimes, my neck hurting while I'm writing, pushing through another thing, getting told no. And when you start to do that in your life, things are going to change in a tremendous way. So I want to say it to you again. It's about damn time. It's about damn time you find out how much money you could really make if you commit. It's about damn time you find out what you're really capable of. It's about damn time if, no matter what, you're trading your life away. Because we always are. There's 24 hours in a day. We're trading it for everything every single day. The question is the trade worth it? Is it going to give you meaning? Is it going to give your life meaning, fulfillment, joy? Is it gonna lead to freedom, or is it gonna lead to another mirage? And most people spend their whole lives chasing mirages because the brain is programmed to need quick rewards of pleasure, even if that pleasure isn't in the highest and best good of your ultimate goal, for your dream relationship, for more money, for you to have the health you want, the life you want. Sometimes you have to be able to say no. Sometimes you have to be able to go, is this a high ROI investment or a low ROI investment in my time and energy? And then you leave that relationship that's kind of sort of good, but not that great, but you don't want to be alone, so you've always just kept recycling. You leave them. And you find out why you have such a difficult time being alone. And when you conquer that, the right person shows up. And on and on and on and on. So it's about damn time. And I want you to pick one of those things in your life right now that's about damn time for you. Comment it down below. Let me know where in the world you're coming from, in the beautiful Southwest of the United States. Let me know what city, state, country, where in the world you're coming from. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you get my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. Let me remind you, I don't even know you, but I do know what a human being is capable of, and I do know the power of will. I do know the power of consciousness. And I do know that we're all connected to this universal subconscious mind. So even though your ego may be like, oh, I'm not good enough or smart enough, or I don't know how, or I don't have the skills, step out of that part of yourself and call on the deeper part of yourself. Say this. I learned this from Tony Robbins when I was 19, and I started saying it all the time. I command my subconscious mind I command my subconscious mind to perform this task with the skill, humor, bravado, wisdom, whatever it takes. I command my subconscious mind to make this fantastic sales call with the skill, humor, bravado, wisdom, whatever it takes. I command my subconscious mind to be the top real estate agent, whatever it is. Call on those dormant forces, because I'm telling you, they're within you. But when we're in outcome mode and we're reacting to life all the time and we're rationalizing, we're in lower levels of thinking and we can't tap into that, but it's there. And I'm not asking you to believe me, but I'm asking you to test it. Find out whether I'm telling the truth. And I promise good things will happen. It's about damn time you find out how powerful you are. It's about damn time you stand up for yourself. It's about damn time. And I believe in you. So make sure you hit the like button on this video, subscribe, bell notifications, what notifies you for new videos, even if you're already subscribed. Make sure you hit that bell notification right over there. Be sure to get my free success hypnosis right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video. And let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. So yeah, have an absolutely great day, and I'll talk to you later.